Whenever you hear about pranayama, your thought goes to anulom bilom and kapalbhati, putting the fingers and then switching between the two fingers in the nostril and then controlling. This is all about prana, controlling the energy of prana. However, do you know there is a form of Kevala Pranayama, which is the supreme form of pranayama that whatever you heard until now. So it is part of a hatha yoga, and in this type of pranayama, what you do is you do not have the need to breathe. But why do you need that? Often, if you are tired and your heart beats very fast or you are breathing very fast, try to do meditation. You can't. It's very difficult. So it has always been argued that your heartbeat should slow down, slow down, slow down, and the minimum beating. The heartbeat rate should be at minimum and breathing rate should be at minimum. Especially breathing requires so many muscles to move. It is difficult to get out of body experience when you are living and go to the samadhi state. To attain samadhi state, you need to reduce the noise created by the muscles of your alveoli in the lungs to minimum and heartbeat to be minimum, and the practice by which you do it is called Kevala Pranayama. So you start by doing, of course, a different kind of breathing regularly, Purak Kumbhak Rechak, that is slowly you inhale, hold, and slowly you take out all the oxygen, all the carbon dioxide dominated oxygen in from the lungs. Now the practice goes on and on and on and on, and you need to control the nervous system of the whole body and reduce your metabolism to such a low level that your heart does not require a lot of beating. Your mind is absolutely calm, no thought otherwise, and that enables you minimum requirement for oxygen, and only then you will be able to slow down your breathing process. So that almost I took it, no. So I should be, say, you are doing a classical music or classical song, then controlling this breathing should be such that there should not be any sound that is coming out. So that's why Om and playing with conch shells are considered as a fundamental rituals for all the classical singers, like Lata Mangeshkar used to do it every day morning for nearly an hour. So what happens is you fine tune your every single muscle of your body to the energy expenses of the minimum. So no stress, no aggression, no silence. So you go absolutely beyond everything, and then what happens is you prepare your body after years of sadhana to a state when you can execute Kevala Pranayama. Often I have read in the internet, people say that Kevala Pranayama means you do not have to breathe. No, that is not true. The rate of breathing is absolutely minimum. It is almost impossible to understand the person is in a living condition or in a non-living condition. It's almost null. Oxygen goes in and then comes out, but the minimum number of muscles are used, and heart beats, but very, very, very slow, almost as if it is not beating at all. So you understand that you have read the description of going to samadhi state for Buddha, for Mahavira, who followed the Hindu tradition of this yoga, which were, I mean, several thousand years before Buddha was born. this particular culture of Kevala Pranayama was there, but several monks, Ramakrishna Paramahansa and several other people, they carried out very hard practice, and you need a guru uh, to tell you. The reason is that for every single human being, depending on their body structure and depending on their genetic profile, the thought process and others, we call that there is a particular type of adhar in which you can actually carry out the Kevala Pranayama. Not in any physical body, you cannot. I mean, you just can't do it. Okay, I want to do it, I will be able to do it. No. So looking at the structure of the body, looking at various different lakshan, they call it. Lakshana is kind of symptoms or particular way of movement of the body, structure of eyes, structure of the body, everything the gurus used to see, and then they used to determine that in this body it is possible to attain siddhi or samadhi state. So before the samadhi state comes, the practice of Kevala Pranayama has to go for a long period of time. So often when you do Kapalbhati and others, you remember that those are the kids' play. But the real game of the pro is when you start almost no breathing, ask your heart minimum energy all over your body, so you reduce the temperature of your body. So often we find some people with a body temperature quite high, so they say that body temperature fundamentally very high or very high metabolism, they can never attain siddhi or samadhi. You will find monks who work for years after years for siddhi or samadhi, reduce their muscles, reduce their body mass, reduce fat and everything, food, everything as minimum as possible, because more the muscles, more the fat in your body, more amount of oxygen that you need to supply. So basic idea is that there will be almost dead body like situation, but you are very much alive, and you breathe almost minimal, your heartbeat is minimal. That is Kevala Pranayama, and it is the most important practice for any Hindu.